An alarm just went off and screwed up my freaking video. Have you ever noticed that people have opinions about things who have never even experienced that thing, and therefore they have no actual real experience with which to formulate that opinion? So I've got my van. I'm over at my man's place yesterday, and the neighbor across the street sees the van and he goes, "Hey buddy, did you get a Sprinter van?" And my man goes, "No, it's my girlfriend's." And I come around the corner and I'm like, "Hi, do you want to look at it?" And he was like, "Oh, I've seen a bunch." And I was like, "All right, whatever." And I just mentioned that this one is special, and if he wanted to take a look, and that I rent it out when I'm not using it, if he ever wants to rent a van. And so it's kind of funny that he says, "Oh, just don't rent it out for Burning Man. Don't ever let it go to Burning Man." And I said, "Well, I'm a burner, so I'm planning on going to Burning Man with this van, because kind of reason why I bought it is so that I could go to Burning Man and other events like that and have a nice little house on wheels to, you know, cook and sleep, and the comforts of having a RV just in a compact thing." And then the guy was like, "Oh, well, yeah, I mean, people who take it to Burning Man, it just gets destroyed." And like, he starts going on about how this, you know, somebody's RV got taken to the burn and got completely just ruined, destroyed. And I was kind of like, "Have you ever been to Burning Man?" And he was like, "No, man, I want to go." And I said, "Okay, well, I've been like 9 times. And I've also cleaned people's RVs after they got back from the burn. And because I like cleaning things and I'm good at it, and it's something I did last year and I'll probably do it again." And he was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "So I know what happens to vehicles when they go to Burning Man. I know what the situation is like. I know what the dust is like. I understand the situation with how, you know, dirty or dusty or like how it gets everywhere. Like I know for fact, like I've done this many times. And I've also taken many like regular cars to Burning Man to, you know, when I was camping in a tent. I've never been into the burn with this thing, but I've been to I've been to the burn in my personal vehicles and in my partner's like motorhome, for example. And so I was kind of like, it doesn't destroy, you know what I mean? Like it's not like the engine doesn't work anymore, or like you're not going to like, it doesn't like render the vehicle completely ruined. So like, are people just using exaggerating terminology? Like, do they mean it gets really dirty and you have to, and it takes a lot of work to clean it? Cause yeah, sure. But like, big fucking deal. So you can clean it, you know? But anyway, we had a little chat, and I said, "Yeah, I've been to the burn many times." And he was like, "Oh, well, that year it was raining, so it was mud, and that mud is like clay." And I go, "Okay, yeah, okay, all right. I understand that it can rain out there and it can be muddy, but I still don't understand how mud is going to destroy your RV. Now, if you rented it to someone and they took it to the burn and they weren't supposed to go to the burn, like if you said no Burning Man allowed and they did that, I'm sure that there's some kind of like claim that can be filed and insurance that can be pursued in order to deal with that. But I was just saying, I was like, yeah, man, you just got to have a big, huge cleaning fee if you're going to let someone rent your vehicle for something like that. And that's kind of a like unspoken rule amongst burners, is like, if you rent something, you clean the living shit out of it before you give it back, so that you don't get hit with a big fine or cleaning fee or additional, I don't know, you know. But I just thought it was so, I just think I've noticed this for years now, and it's starting to kind of like scratch me weird, because as I scratch my head, I don't know, it's like, it's starting to like rub me the wrong way. But again, it's like, hey, whatever, people need to learn for themselves. But I just feel like, why do people have such strong opinions about what Burning Man is or isn't when they've never even been? How do you actually know? You don't. It's commercial. It's sold out. It's a blah. It's all a bunch of rich people. It's blah. It's totally, what do you mean? How do you mean? Commercialized? What? How do you commercialize? People don't know that Burning Man doesn't allow you to have like logos and, you know, branding, and like there is no merchandise. Like there is no, I don't know. people of the world, please stop expressing your specifically negative opinions about Burning Man if you've never even been to it. Okay? Yes, it makes your car dirty. Yes, you get dust on everything. That's how it is. That's how it is when you go to the fucking desert. In general. If you go anywhere that has wind and dust, it's gonna be dusty. Now, the Burning Man dust is a little bit different. It's much more fine and it's much more powdery, and it is way more of a pain in the ass to clean. I get it. Totally. But don't say that it's going to ruin your vehicle or destroy, you know what I mean? It's like, what do you actually mean? It's going to get it really dirty inside? Okay, that's a tangible thing to say. But to make it sound like your car or your RV is now useless and completely ruined forever and will never again be a, hospitable? I don't know. I just find it annoying that people have so many opinions about things when they've never even experienced it. So I guess the lesson of the day is go and experience things for yourself so that you take the information that you gain from other people. But if you want to go to Burning Man, for example, Burning Man, do not listen to everybody's opinion who's never even been. Talk to someone who's been 10 times, 5 times, 6 times, 100, 20 times. Sorry. No one's been to Burning Man 100 times. Unless they count their past lives. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, if you've been to Burning Man a bunch of times and you know what it's like, you've been through different weather extremes out there, you've been through crazy, windy years, cold years, hot years, then you can speak to what it's actually like. But don't be listening to people that they've never even been, especially when they're like, oh, it's bullshit and it's so sold out. And it's so, to me, yeah, there's a lot of things that have changed over the years, and there is a lot of like influencer vibes and a lot of people kind of doing their own thing and like that are really into getting their Instagram moments. But that's kind of everywhere too, right? So at least out there, you get to look at cool art and wear fun outfits and radically express yourself. But, it's like, yeah, things have changed, whatever, but at the same time, it's still a life-changing experience if you go in there with an open mind and you just want to experience it for the experience, to see what you can gain, to see what you can learn, to see what you can learn about yourself, to see what you can do, how you can contribute, how you can get involved, how you can share your art or gifting. It's like there's so much cool shit to do and see and experience out there, and music to dance to. Oh my God. It's so fucking great. So anyway, I'm excited about going to the San Diego Regional Burn this weekend with my man and in my van. And yeah, let's keep the opinions to actual knowledge, guys and girls and folks in between. Let's kind of, speak about what we know about. And if we don't know, why not just say like, well, I've never been, but my friend said his RV got destroyed. Okay? Let's put it like that. Let's use the words the way that they're actually meant to be used rather than these grand statements without any actual knowledge or experience. Know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. I hope you have a good day, and keep smiling. All right? Bye.